Hey, what's going on, people? Happy Sabbath to all my SDAs out there. Have my pass. It's pretty nice out. It's a little sunny out today. About 65, 66, but it feels like 70. Service starts at 12 noon, not p.m. but noon. And yeah, I'm gonna give you a little walk and talk as I walk myself to the train. I was binge watching Pastor James David Manning last night. Now that I'm becoming more non-secular, I'm avoiding his videos concerning politics, everything concerning politics. I'm trying my best. It's a process, but I'm trying my best not to watch anything news related like I used to repeatedly, habitually look up the deaths of each day, the news on Yahoo, everything. And that's come to a halt. Now I don't even care what's going on in the news. Now I'm gonna the camera this way, just because I'm walking and I don't know what's behind me. I gotta be very aware of my surroundings. But I dedicate this video to anybody out there that is struggling, currently unsure, or just lost regarding their sexuality. First of all, I'm not very well read with the Bible. There's a lot of things I'm ignorant on. I'm learning each day. So I'm not going to quote scripture. And I think with a lot of these preachers, they lose you guys because of their tone and their approach. See, if you want to persuade somebody to join a religion, it helps if you speak their language first. And let me tell you this too. Yeah, that car started up by itself, nobody inside. But first thing is, it's like if you're selling a product, you want to convince somebody why they should, buy this product. You don't want to berate or belittle them in any kind of way, because they're never going to see things how you see it or how you want them to. But first, I want to just say, if you are married in a relationship, you like the same sex, whatever, and you're happy, you don't care what Christians think or what the law says, you don't care what politicians think, you just live your life, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people, and it's like it's no convincing people that are adamant on how they feel, who they want to love. I'm not gonna try to convert or anything. And this is not a video of what I'm doing, but I want to first say that I understand you, because I made a video and I've said that people like me, and if you watch my channel, you know people like me, 70% of us don't identify with the whole straight label, because our disability plays a huge role in our relationships, who we are comfortable being with. So I'm not going to say that is not, it's no such thing, like it's unnatural, because there is evidence from me and other people in their stories that is not unnatural. Now, I'm talking mostly about the affection part. I can't speak on the sex because a lot of people like me, a lot of autistic people are very non-sexual. But like I said, the sexual part, that's up for a debate, because then we'll have to talk about why is there so much drug use going on in the gay community? Why is meth, caffeine, crack, cocaine, why is that used so much during sexual activity? I know why. I'm not going to talk about it in the video. But there are things that are not necessarily natural, and there are things that are natural. And I always came from the place that I just want to be with people that I have a connection with, people I understand, that happens to be sometimes my own gender or other genders akin to that. You know, I don't want to hurt nobody. I want to just do the right thing. I don't mess with kids. And I've always been outspoken about that. But unfortunately, it's a lot of that goes on in the community, where a lot of gay men mostly prey on younger people, children. Joy Reid even said it. I was looking at something she posted 10 years before she blew up in popularity. She said exactly what I said, and she had to recant her comments in fear of her losing her job. But there's nothing wrong, she said. I've been saying it for the longest, and I feel like I could say it because, like I said, I've sort of on and off lived that life. I would denounce it, I go right back to it, denounce it, go right back to it. So I'm perfect to speak on it. But I want to tell you that is nothing more than a spirit. If you want to set yourself free, because I've noticed something, that a lot of people that are still in that life, they suffer from depression, OCD, panic attacks, trust issues. And also, it starts at home. It's a lot of lack of strong fathers. That's something I have experience with. I talk about sometimes. I don't really mention my dad in my videos anymore. Hardly ever. But I feel the lack of family structure, mostly fathers, is the catalyst of people entering the, homosexual, gay, lesbian lifestyle. Or in some cases with women, trauma, rape, molestation, vice versa with men. But I want to tell you that it's a spirit that you have to fight the best you can. And it's no different than the spirit of being a pedophile, a rapist, a fornicator, someone that's addicted to porn, someone that has a problem with all kinds of things. It's no different. And it's a spirit that you have to fight. If you want to be happy in life, if you want to have a career, you can't really pursue both, because it's like, imagine trying to pursue a career and you have other things on your mind that get you that have you distracted. It's like, imagine if you were trying to become a doctor, but in the process you're thinking about non-medical related things on your mind. You're going out constantly, you're having multiple sexual encounters, things like that make you forget what the objective is. But at the end of the day, it's just a spirit. And I'm not telling you that you're going to hell, because I feel a lot of preachers lose people when they say that. Because the only hell I believe in is on this earth. I feel that it's going to make your life tougher because you're dealing with a lot of the times, and I'm just telling you from experience, and other people can vouch on this, you're dealing with people that have their own trauma, their own problems. They don't want to say it, but a lot of gays and lesbians have mental health issues. Imagine trying to be in a relationship with someone like that. You both have it. You're both like mentally scarred. It's not going to be a successful bond at all. So what you can do is do what you can to ask for healing of your trauma, of your past, of everything that was done wrong to you in life. The best you can do is ask for healing, because you're just going to be unhappy. Because I've yet to see one successful gay union, like a known one, like Kim Kardashian, like a marriage that's publicized, like Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. That didn't last really long because it wasn't a true marriage. But something like the Duggards, right? And their 9,000 kids, or like the Jackson family. You know, I'm just thinking about marriage, because people don't hardly get married these days. And they hardly ever last, because most marriages are formed for the wrong reasons. But in the 10 years that our second black president legalized gay marriage, I've yet to see one publicized successful gay union. And you're not going to, because a lot of the times people who enter gay relationships, sometimes the two people, they have issues stemming from childhood that were never resolved. And you can't enter a relationship, because I did it before. I had issues from my past that I'm working on right now. But what I'm trying to say is, it's a spirit that you're going to have to fight if you want to truly be happy. Because we can't do this thing alone. We can't, whether you believe in God or not, if you believe in something, I always felt like if you believe in science, you believe in God too. See, science just breaks things down piece by piece. God and science are virtually the same thing. But you won't really get anywhere in life with certain, like, let me break it down like this. Certain energy, it's like there's good energy, and the more I read the Bible, the better I can explain it. But it's a spirit that I feel right now that I want to keep. I want to retain this spirit. I can't feel this spirit living how I once did. And there are other things that in the process that I have to stop doing. Like, I don't feel like I am a addict. I have an addiction because I have boundaries. But something's telling me that I'm going to have to stop using marijuana. And I'm okay with that. Because like I said, right now, and you won't really understand it until you feel it, but like the spirit right now has it where I don't feel my headache. I feel like it's dwindling down, like severity wise, with pain. It's not that severe as it was 2 years ago, where I could barely read a book without falling asleep. Now I could read whatever I want. I haven't had weed in like 3 days, but the spirit is telling me I got to leave that stuff alone, because all it's going to do is lead to an addiction. Because I really didn't tell you guys this. I'm going to just be honest with my subscribers, and I'm not that dumb. But I was this close recently on using LSD. I was really close on using it. But something stopped me. I feel like a spirit just stopped me. The spirit stopped me from using it. Because my experience with weed, it introduced me to the spirit on how to keep it, retain it. And I will never lie to you how I felt the spirit. Because a lot of people, sometimes people, they obtain the spirit through drugs. Maybe that's their way of getting it, but that's how I ever obtained the real spirit for the first time in my life. I probably felt it a few times and I really didn't appreciate it. But I was curious to see what would happen if I would try like mescaline or psilocybin or something akin to something like LSD. What would happen if I used it? What else would I see? But I'm glad I didn't, because it's not that I fear tripping out. Like I said, I've had bad experiences with weed, and that didn't scare me. But I think about too, what are the long-term effects? Because we're not talking about weed and acid are two different things. Are there side effects when you don't use acid? Like, am I going to get sleep paralysis again? These are things I was thinking about. Am I going to start hallucinating out of nowhere? Am I going to have withdrawal? Because I feel no effects, no withdrawal from marijuana. The only thing I felt at times were just bad dreams, but that's nothing new to me. But I was curious on what would this do to me if I tried this. What would I see? What would I feel? What would I perceive in another altered state of mind? But I'm so glad that I don't have no interest in using it anymore. And I just pray the spirit keeps me on the right path. And I told my mother today, when I find gainful employment, I'm out of here after 2 months. I'll be good. I'm going to build where I left off, and I'm going to continue to prosper. But I need to keep the spirit alive every day. And that means watching things I watch, being cautious of things I watch, I listen to. Because like I said, you lose the spirit. This is why I'm becoming more non-secular, because you lose the spirit with what you listen to, music-wise, television, movies. Even some of these podcasters on here, these influencers, I stopped watching them. I unsubscribed from their channel. Like, I subscribed to Pastor James David Manning. It was this white dude, I think from LA. He like preaches in the street. I listen to him. Because a lot of these guys on here, they're not who they say they are. Charleston White even says, like, I was playing. He's not someone of moral character. He's not someone of the community. He's not doing anything, but all he's doing, when he tells you this, all he's doing is he's just trying to stay relevant. He's saying whatever he can say to obtain views, to go viral, and you guys fall right into it. And I stopped listening a long time ago, because everything he says, I've already heard. And over time, people get tired of it. They don't need you after a while. They just feel like, okay, man, we heard it. What else do you got to bring? And they find somebody else. But be careful what you watch. Be careful who you listen to on here, because they can lead you down the wrong path. And I don't want to go back that way. I don't. And understand this too. The spirit, it's like only people that feel it can understand how it feels. It's like let me break it down to you. There's all kinds of spirits. You have wicked spirits. You have gay spirits. It's like if you listen to like gay music, gay TV, you hang around gays enough, you'll pick up that spirit of being gay. If you hang around people that are the opposite of good, you'll pick up their spirit. So this is why I'm careful who I'm around, who I talk to, what I watch, because their spirit can latch on to you. Certain energy, and all God is a spirit. I believe in spirits 100% because I feel it right now as I'm walking. And the spirit gives you what you need, not what you want, what you need. And unfortunately, I've lived a life of things that I thought I wanted. And I see how it's not so perfect after all. I want to serve. The remainder of my life, I want to serve. That's what I want to do. But everything is a process. I finally pray before every meal. I pray when I wake up. And I just hope that most of you that are unhappy with the life you live can put that stuff behind you, recognize your trauma, the hurt, the abuse, whatever led you to that. I hope you can, even if it's a mental illness, I hope you can just leave it in the past and heal from it. Because here's another thing too, people don't want to talk about. The main thing about homosexuality is the fact that if we all engaged in it, we will be wiped out as a whole. There would be no humanity left at all. So that's the logic behind why it's hated so much. But where was I trying to go with this? I was saying how if we all engage in it, then we'll eventually die. Oh yeah, but here's the thing you need to understand as well. You ever notice how it's promoted among certain communities far too much? Like the black community, it's not really accepted, but they push it a little bit too much. Just think about that. Imagine if every black person was gay and lesbian. You think we would exist after 100, 200 years from now? No. We would die off in population. And I feel like that's really what their objective is to do. But I'm headed to church. Starts at 12. I'm going to enjoy it. And I don't know if y'all just heard that, but he just offered me marijuana. He said I got gas out. And that's the thing. I'm with the spirit in me. I can fight off temptation. That ain't nothing. Because weed is not an addictive drug. It's not an addictive drug, at least to me. But ever since I've been back here, probably around the first month, because I was really lost, guys. I wasn't as religious, I'll say. Like I had morals. I stood on certain boundaries I had, but I wasn't really feeling the spirit at all. That's why when I came back here, I was using marijuana more than anything. Like I used it once a month, twice a month. I'll denounce it, go right back to it. Then I would just open about it. And now I want to work on, and it's not hard, but I want it out of my life altogether. If I were to take a drug test now, I don't want it in my urine. Because I want to leave that stuff in the past. I want to truly just serve, live the right way, and prosper.